someone isn't a net positive in your life, ideally, you'll just move on from them. Like, they're doing what's in their best interest, so why aren't you? In this video, I'm gonna go over 3 very hard lessons that I learned, and just how to find people who I value equally as much as they value me. And I'm gonna start with something that is just so fundamentally flawed with any relationship with another person. So for the longest time, a wife was expected to give up her career and interests for the sake of raising kids, and the husband was expected to be the provider. Now, we've come to recognize that not everybody wants that, so we shouldn't expect it. But yet we still do that with so many other relationships. For instance, if you're in a tight spot, a friend is expected to give you money. If you are going away for a weekend, a friend is expected to be able to take care of your dog. And if you need an ear for somebody just to listen to you, a friend, even though it's great, is still expected to be there. Now, those things are great. I have friends that I would be glad if they were to lean on me during a tough time. But a huge problem arises with the expectation of it. Why can't a friendship just be mutually beneficial? I see this often. Some have just a different definition or view of friendships that may require more loyalty, and they just expect more out of you, even though you're not really interested in going out or interested in doing this or that. These societal labels, such as friendships, completely ignores the fact that it is 100% okay to say no. And it also doesn't recognize that people change over time. Sometimes what should happen is for things to end. So what do we do now? Well, this leads me into the first point of the fact that if you go out of your way for somebody from day one, they're going to expect it from that point on. So that's why setting boundaries early on and not doing anything you normally wouldn't do is so important. Now, the single biggest lesson is something I'm actually still learning, but it's already proven useful. So how flawed is it that so many in our life are there purely due to circumstance? They kind of just stumbled in. I bet most people have no idea how compatible they can actually be with others. So a huge problem that I've had, and I still do to some degree, is I would put on a socially acceptable mask. I would do or say things for the sake of politeness and getting along with others, but it would really cause me to go unnoticed, or it would attract people that I really didn't care for. But everything changed when I started to intentionally share certain pieces of information about myself. So what I did and what I recommend to others is to do 2 things. Number 1, don't hold back any opinions that you have of any topics that come up, even if it's a bit controversial. Number 2, have a bank of a few different topics and things you're interested in doing or talking about, just kind of locked and loaded to bring up when an opportunity arises. So for me, I don't care about politics or religion. I love space, I play Xbox, and I'm a huge music lover, from the Eagles to War on Drugs, Creed, Max Richter, even the Spice Girls. And you'd be surprised when you start sharing these things, people will come out of the woodwork, they'll hear you and they'll want to talk about it. And you can learn a lot about other people when you say these things and just see how they react to it. So don't hold back. At worst, you'll have the disapproval from those you aren't even seeking. And at best, you'll be able to connect with somebody on a deeper level than anyone else before. You do have information and opinions and experiences that people actually want to hear about. Being yourself at all moments takes time. It is a skill, but I guarantee it is much better than masking up like I did and covering the qualities that make you, you.